Hey everyone, welcome to a new YouTube video. I'm your host, Spidercides, and for today's video, we're going to be going over my Moon Knight Transmog design. I haven't done this video in quite some time, so I wanted to just go over a specific design, go over the armor pieces and shaders that I used, and explain why I did it the way I did. So without further ado, let's get started. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below of what you think about this video. So when it comes to Moon Knight, easily one of the most popular MCU shows right now, I really wanted to get as close as possible to the design that we're seeing on television right now or on your computer screen. So when it came to the helmet, there was no question that I wanted to go with the Pathfinder's helmet. This piece shades well and it really gets those eyes glowing right in the center. In case you don't have this helmet, which I'd be surprised if you don't, there are a few other options that you can go for. So first and foremost, you could go for the Shadows mask. This is a very popular ornament, but again, not many people have this one since it came from the Crown of Sorrows raid back then. You could also go with the Cover of the Exile in case you want to add on with that mask bandaged look. Another personal favorite of mine would have been, let me just take a look here, the Solstice Mask Rekindle. It looks great. It's shaped well, but there's no question that I would be going for the Pathfinder's helmet just because you get the eyes in there. And again, the shape of the head actually blends really well within the cloak. When it comes to the arms, there's no question we would go with the WILDWOOD grips. This one just has that wrap design, and there's not really another one that I would personally go for in terms of an alternate design. I know some people were going for the Lux sleeves, so if I can find that for you here, there you go. You could go for that, but I don't know. I personally don't like it, but I do see people going for it. Or you can go for the Eververse favorite, the Couture grips. When it comes to this one here, you could get that style, but again, if you have the WILDWOOD grips, which I believe should still be attainable right now, you can definitely go for this style. Now, when it came to the chest, the Vest of the Exile is the one I went for. You have the wrapped look. It blends well with the arm pieces and legs. And you have the chest piece. You have that moon logo that the Moon Knight actually has in the episode and in the comics. So this is pretty good in terms of what I wanted to go for. In terms of an alternate, there's not really one that suited my needs personally. So if you don't have this one, you would pretty much go for something like maybe the woven Firesmith vest. That would be an alternate. But if you do have the other one, this is the one I would go for. Now for the legs, I know all of those hunter haters when it comes to Stompies, and obviously after today's swab it has been nerfed, but I wanted to give a Stompies look. I haven't done one since my which one, actually since my Spider-Man design from last year, the Scarlet Spider. I haven't done one since then with any Stompies, so this one personally gave the look I wanted to go for. But there are other like pieces which I'm going to cover in just a moment. And then briefly, when it comes to the cloak, the Solstice Cloak Rekindle is my personal favorite. There's not really another one that I would go for. I looked at a lot of these, but it just, I don't know, it just didn't do the job I was aiming for. I know this one's shaped pretty well at the front, but it's not giving the look that I wanted. I know there's a bit of yellow there, kind of like in the MCU show, but again, stick with the Solstice Cloak Rekindle. If you don't have it, it should be coming back probably by the end of the summer. Now, in terms of alternate like pieces, I would personally go for this one right over here. So I'm just going to pull up the Transmog design image. You can go for the Boots of the Exile. This one gives that wrap design and you get the boots involved too. If you don't have this, another personal favorite of mine would have been the other Charles gear. Let me just find it here. The Boots of the Ace Defiance. So this is another option. This is what it looks like from afar. But I personally like the other one just because you get the boots involved and then you still get that wrapped look. And finally, when it comes to the shader, I ended up going with the Honors of the 9 shader. This is an oldie, but easily the best one when it comes to getting a full white look on many armor pieces. And of course, if you want to go for the Moon Knight MCU style, you want to get something in this nature. But if you don't have it, you can definitely go with the Bitter Pearl shader, which you can get from Vault of Glass. And if you don't have that, then you're pretty much left with something like monochromatic. So there's a couple options, but if you do have Honors of the 9, definitely go with this option. Now, thank you so much for watching. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and leave a comment below of what you want to see next. And as always, I'll see you next time.